Welcome to Psychic Insights, where pop culture meets higher consciousness and the tea is always a little bit mystical. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and around here we don't just watch the drama unfold, we read the energy behind it, whether it's celebrity scandals, reality TV, chaos, or true crime with a twist. I'm tuning in to bring you the intuitive scoop the headlines miss. So buckle up, because your aura's about to get entertained. Ooh, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the Charlie Kirk assassination, but not from politics or sides. I want to look at it spiritually. Because when something like this happens, it's not just about the individual. It's a mirror reflecting back to us what is rising, what is crumbling, and where we are being asked to awaken. And with the solar eclipse coming up on September 21st, this moment takes on even deeper meaning. Eclipses always amplify what's hidden. They bring shadows to light, and they invite us into choice points. So this isn't just about a man. It's about what we're being shown as a collective. And to be honest, it's been hard for me to watch unfold for many reasons. Mostly because Charlie Kirk represented things personally I abhor. And yet, as a spiritual person, I felt called to step into this neutral space, to move past my own reactions, instead to ask, what does this mean for us as a collective soul? And believe me, I've been fighting my personality versus my spiritual side. So what I'm sharing today isn't about politics or personal preference. It's about a larger mirror this moment is holding up to all of us. Charlie Kirk wasn't just a figure. He represented a worldview. To some, he has a voice of tradition, and to others, a polarizing reminder of old systems and beliefs. Energetically, he carried the archetype of the messenger of old structures. And sometimes a soul comes in with that assignment to embody a belief system so starkly that the collective has no choice but to confront. His role may have been to force us into reflection. Do we still choose this? Do we still uphold these archaic frameworks? In that way, his life and his death become less about him and more about us. What we project, what we protect, and what we're willing to dismantle. So you know me, I pulled my cards around this, and I got clouds, I got star, book, birds, path, snake, letter, fish, and ship. Clouds and star book are confusion and misinformation, then illumination and hidden truths waiting to surface. Birds, path, and snake, chatter, crossroads, manipulation. We're at a decision point as a culture, but the old snakes of betrayal and shadow are still slithering through. Letter, fish, and ship, the stories, the values, and the ripple effects that travel far beyond this one event into money, media, even global consciousness. Together, these cards say this isn't random. It's a mirror of collective confusion, choices, manipulation, and shifting values. And it's bigger than just one man. And here's where the eclipse comes in. On September 21st, 2025, we have a solar eclipse in Virgo, the last one of this year. Virgo is about service, discernment, purification, and restructuring. It says, what no longer serves must be released. So that's what's true can be rebuilt. Eclipses are accelerators. They reveal cracks in old systems, they heighten shadows, and they make us choose. This one asks, what do we continue to carry? What do we finally put down? Charlie Kirk, as an archetype, stood for beliefs tied to patriarchy, hierarchy, and control. Under the eclipse, those frameworks show their fractures even more clearly. What's hidden in the shadow becomes harder to ignore. For me personally, this eclipse lands in my chart in a way that asks me to step forward as a translator of truth. With my Capricorn rising, my path is about bringing structure and authority to conversations like these. My Scorpio Sun and Mars in the 10th house give me the role of revealing what's beneath the surface, transforming what's hidden into something visible. And my Leo Moon in the 8th, I'm here to shine the light on the taboo, the emotional undercurrents no one wants to name. This eclipse activates that. It says, help others see through the fog without collapsing into fear. That's why I'm looking at this event through spiritual lenses. Not to argue sides, but to hold up a mirror, to ask, what does this show us about our complicity, our culture, and our choices? This assassination in the shadow of the eclipse reflects the decay of archaic beliefs. It shows us the rot inside the structures we've allowed to govern us. And it reveals how complicit we have been through silence, through distraction, through tolerating what we knew was broken. But here's the key. The eclipse won't just expose decay. It invites us to rebuild, to choose clarity over confusion, sovereignty over manipulation, integrity over complicity. The snake in the cards reminds me and reminds us shedding is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. This isn't just a moment of collapse. It's a chance for collective rebirth. So if you're listening to this on or around the eclipse, let it be a turning point, not just a moment of shock, but a moment of reflection. And ask yourself, where am I complicit? What am I still carrying that no longer serves? And what would it look like to step into clarity, sovereignty, and new values? Charlie Kirk's life and death mirror the old story. The eclipse opens the door to a new one. And now, as a collective, we get to choose which path we walk. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and I'm wishing you peace, love, happiness, and clarity.